Hey everybody, Victor Lane with you right here, and we are at the Wizard World Chicago Comic Con 2010, and we're wandering around in the artist alley and having a great time, and just happened to walk by and some artwork caught my eye. I had to stop and talk with these two lovely ladies here, and we're going to let you know what they're doing and basically how you can get in on the action. So we'll start over here with LeAnne. And how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. And tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now.
Oh gosh, presently working on a commission. I hadn't set up in Wizard World for a couple of years now. I wanted to come back and see how things were going at the show, so had some prints made and kind of taken artwork requests all weekends. I got another one to do after this, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But
well, we're going to show you one of the pieces that she's worked on recently here and get you in on that. And tell us your website there. People can go on the website and take a look at your work and see what you're doing.
Yeah, it's LeAnneBuckley.com. It's got a whole gallery, list of stuff that I've worked on, some blog posts kind of across the board. So yeah.
Cool. And now you work with all kinds of different mediums, not just this style here. You do all kinds of things. And
it's pretty well across the board. I do everything from photorealistic whatnot to this kind of ink comic book style to cartoony. It's kind of whatever the calls for. So yeah.
So what would be your favorite type of style or medium to work with?
I'm a big fan of Art Nouveau.
Art Nouveau.
Yeah.
And this here is the Art Nouveau style, and Alphonse Mucha's.
Yeah.
He's my guy from when I was in high school doing my work and stuff. I loved his work.
Yeah.
I think that's what caught my eye and brought me over here right away when I saw that. So.
Thank you.
So we know where to go to look at your work.
Yeah.
Tell us. First, before we go into the other aspect of what you're doing, let's switch gears for a second and come over here. And I'm also sitting here with the lovely Monica, and Monica is a writer and has done all kinds of work. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
I'm a writer and game designer. I'm one of the designers for the Hack Slash card game, which is going to be coming out through Eden Studios in November. That's based on the horror comic by Tim Seeley, and Matt Papa is the lead designer. I also do a lot of work for the hobby games industry. I'm doing some work right now for White Wolf, and I have a bunch of indie stuff that's out as well. And in addition to that, I also write stories. LeAnne here is the illustrator. She did a full color piece for me. This is Maho Chepi. She's a Native American, and we are here promoting our ebook called The Queen of Crows. It's fully illustrated. It's a dark fantasy set in the 1860s. It features a Navajo shaman as sort of the main character, and that has been really kind of interesting to talk to people about. A lot of people are really interested in kind of like a Native American theme. It really hasn't been done a lot before. So.
So you have done several other role-playing games and some artwork and things like that, and I also just heard that one of them is award-winning.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It's a book called Eclipse Phase that was developed by Posthuman Studios. Rod Boyle was one of the main designers for it, and should hopefully run into him sometime today. But yes, it took several awards at the show at Gen Con just a few weeks ago. And for writing, design, artwork, it runs several of them. So yeah, it's a huge game this year.
You guys definitely need to check that out.
It's an honor
to be. Again?
Eclipse Phase.
Eclipse Phase.
Yes.
Now, how can they get a hold of a copy of that?
It's the Posthuman Studios website. DriveThruRPG is another place that has both versions, so you can either download or buy. So yeah, it's several outlets for it. But yeah.
Cool. And then your stuff that you did through White Wolf is available through their websites as well?
There's actually quite a few different avenues for gaming now. One of the biggest retailers is called DriveThruRPG.com. They offer a whole bunch of like large press and small press digital and digital PDF format. Okay. Some of the work that I did for White Wolf I can't talk about right now because I'm under NDA, but there is a free, it's called a Storytelling Adventure System 1 scene that you can download off of flamesrising.com, and that kind of has almost like a Halloween theme to it for
Nice.
Devil's Night.
Okay.
So it's all about, what happens if this pyrokinetic kind of goes haywire. How do you put out the fires without killing this innocent person?
Nice.
So that's what that's about.
And the rest of it, if you told me, you'd have to kill me.
Kind of, yeah.
What a way to die, folks.
Bite you. I mean, either way.
Anyway, and you also, now there's another project you told me about that you're doing based on the H.P. Lovecraft lore, which was the reason why you're wearing the T-shirt. And tell us about that.
It is H.P. Lovecraft's birthday today. He was born on August 20th, and we are featuring Cthulhu Week at flamesrising.com. So it's a whole bunch of different types of content. Robin Laws wrote a campaign frame for Trail of Cthulhu, which has kind of like a detective pulpy feel set in the 1920s.
Okay.
We've also got an essay from Lovecraft expert Ken Hite on the site. There's a ton of content. And we're also doing a contest for Cthulhu 101, which is also written by Ken Hite. So you can just add a comment for your chance to win a contest or a book. And he's giving away some editions of the print book, but also some digital editions of the book as well. So,
Okay. And tell everybody again how to get involved with that.
you just visit flamesrising.com, and you can go ahead and check out the website, and then there's a contest post featuring launching the Cthulhu Week theme, and then you just add a comment. Somebody posted a recipe, I think, too. So
Cthulhu stew.
I think it was Cthulhu hot dogs with the
dogs.
pasta tentacles coming out of it.
Nice.
So it was kind of funny.
All right. Well, is there any other projects that either of you have coming up that you haven't mentioned that you'd like to mention?
I have another one that just kind of released. I've got a couple pieces in. It's the next book in the Eclipse Phase series called Sunward, and that I believe released at Gen Con a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
So yeah.
Great. All right. Well, have you as you've been watching this, take notes and make sure you write down the websites that we mentioned, and go and take a look at the gaming stuff from White Wolf and such, the artwork and the stories and all the cool stuff we've been talking about. Make sure you keep up with your Two Big Productions website search. We got lots of cool stuff for you to find, look, and locate, and we've got lots more to come for you here at the convention. Stick around, don't get lost, and we'll see you soon.